Hi guys, thanks for clicking on this video. I'm Lindsay. I'm going to show you a flip through of my Lapbook journal that I've been making this last week. This was heavily inspired by a channel that I came across here on YouTube called Journally Yours. If you haven't checked out her videos, then definitely go and have a look. They're incredible journals. I took out some of the key elements that I liked from hers just to get me started really with the Lapbooks. I've never made one like this before. So it's a little bit of a challenge for me, but I think it's come together really well. I'm very pleased with it. And I wanted to have all the sort of springtime florals, the different patterns. I wanted like clashing patterns of florals, but I think they all kind of work together. They're all along the same sort of lines in terms of them being, you know, floral and those kinds of designs, some vintage designs. I've added bits of ephemera in here and there, but I've left myself lots of room for this to grow because I will be using it for myself, and I will also be making more of these because I had so much fun creating this. So I'll definitely be making more with more flips and tucks and all sorts in the coming months. So I wanted this part here to be like a stack of letters, so little note pages. So I imagine like a lady's writing desk would include lots of pretty papers to do writing on, write little notes to her friends, invitations, that kind of thing. So I've just included a load of like loose sheets, and of course I can add in photos. I can keep bits of ephemera in here as well. I was going to add pockets to the flips, but I don't need that for what I want to do with this journal. But I hope you noticed the eyelets that I put on there. They're little butterfly shapes. I found those in my stash and thought they were perfect for this. And going on with the butterfly theme as well, I've fussy cut loads of these butterflies and a couple of mushrooms as well because I love the little mushrooms. So I've cut out loads of these butterflies, and they are all printed on sticker paper, so I can just peel the backs off and use those to decorate my journal. I'll probably decorate the actual journal itself as well as some of the pages, and you know, of course, as I'm using it, it will grow and you'll get much more decorated and vibrant, and just as it goes on. And I'm just showing you here that I've created this pocket, which is an accordion pocket, I believe they're called, just to give me loads of room to kind of stuff things in there as I'm going along. This photo here I've already put in my journal. This is going to be the first thing that I actually journal about. My daughter actually took this photo, I think it was last year, in our local village, just out and about with her friends one day, and she printed it off. She asked me to print a copy off for her for an art project that she's doing at school, and I asked her if I could also have a copy of it because I think it's a really good photo, and obviously it means something as well that she actually took that photo. So I'm going to include that, and that's going to be my first little journaling piece in this book. I'm just showing you here my little teapot that I also found in my stash, which I thought was really cute. That I just kind of had on as a little dangle charm on there. And I made this pen loop. This is my little bit of inspiration for this. I added in that pen loop, that sort of flip. I needed a flip to hold the pages together, and it's on felt. I embroidered it on felt, and I doubled the felt up so the embroidery on the back won't snag as the pen goes in and out. And I've just sewn that onto that little flap. So the pages of this journal are a mix of printables and some vintage pages. The printables are from, I believe, mostly they're from Ruby and Pearl, and I think there might be one or two from St. Paul, and perhaps even a Graphics Fairy one in there maybe somewhere. The centre here is just tied in with ribbon, so I can remove these pages. There's an eyelet with the ribbon going through, so the actual journal pages can come out. And I was thinking I could even add in a second little booklet if need be, but I've given myself loads of room so I can stick things in and just make this nice and full. This little pocket here I added in sort of last minute, and I've included loads of fussy cut florals, which I can either use to decorate. These are just on cardstock, and I actually cut them out with my Cricut machine. I didn't hand cut all of these. They're just on cardstock, so they'll probably just stay in there looking pretty if anything else. And there's a pocket behind the actual pocket with the flowers in, and then there's that pocket there at the top that I just showed you. This has to be my favourite part of this journal. I love these flowers. Each one of them means something to me, and I just really like the dimension that these give. It's like a real elevation in terms of the journaling, and that is somewhat a piece of journaling in itself for me. And I'll probably write about those on one of the ephemera cards or somewhere in the journals to what each of those mean. You could recreate this with stickers. I've also used some stickers in here, some clear stickers, just on the other side of this piece here actually, and they're from AliExpress. So if you don't have a flower press, or you don't have the ability to do that yourself, then you could do it with stickers, or maybe you just don't want to use real live flowers. And of course you can recreate that anyhow. I mean, you could pop some sequins in there, some glitters, and create, you know, a fun little pocket that way as well. There's loads you can do. A couple of pieces of acetate. Just, you know, think outside the box. Adding different elements into the journal kind of makes it a bit more interactive and a bit more fun as well to look through. Final little flap in this Lapbook journal is this bit here. So that piece there just twists, and then this piece folds down. I've left this blank because I intend to add some photos. I'd like one of each of the children on their own, and then perhaps a little family shot including the dog as the very last one. And these are tiny little bits of ephemera that I have left over from creating this that I've just added in. Again, I can use this for decoration. And of course in these pockets I can fill them up with all sorts of various little bits and pieces that I collect on the way. So I hope you enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed making it and sharing it with you all, and I can't wait to speak to you all again. So bye for now, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.